When you think about the big seventh inning, and it was a walk by Winker, and a hit by pitch by Cozart, and a walk by Votto, and then Duvall strikes out on that down pitch, and we get to Scooter, and they have their left on left. They got their ace closer in there, and Scooter doesn't miss the first pitch slider and hits it out of the ballpark. And then the add-on, which to me is, we talk a lot about separation and creating a bigger, taking a lead and continue to add to it. And then with 2 outs, nobody on, Devin comes up great at bat, has 2 quick strikes on him, grinds out a walk, and then Cozart hits one out, Joey hits one out. Next thing you know, you're in a 10-3 game, and you get your closer an inning of work, and you win the ball game in the series.
Castillo's effort today?
Phenomenal. Phenomenal. It was really good. I like the way the kid competes and gets after it, and it allowed us to get to that point to really get into the bullpen. Every guy came in and did a job. Had to get a big out and did. Again, that put us in a situation to keep the game at 3-2, and then have the big uprising there in the last couple innings.
Did you at all consider hitting a right-hander instead of Scooter, just in that situation, considering how good Hand has been?
No. There's maybe times at some point with some of the guys that I would hit for. You guys have probably seen I don't pinch it a lot for the regulars, and unless there's an extended period of time where we see that there's bad matchups. I like the guys to be in those situations. And he's been a big-time player for us. He's been a clutch guy for us, and I just kind of felt, if he makes a mistake, he's going to get him, and he did.
Are you surprised about the pitching change in the middle of the 2-2 count?
Well, I've seen it before. I was a part of one of those, and I'm not going to bore you with the story, but Andy felt that his best matchup there in a 2-strike count was to get Hand there against Joey, and so as much as it's outside the box thinking, he ended up with the matchup that he wanted. You can't blame him for that.
Scooter had been in a bit of a mini slump coming into the game. How nice is it to see him come up with a big hit like he had been doing the first 3 months?
Well, it's good. He's hit a couple balls hard here, and he's lined a couple of base hits recently. But to get to that situation there where to not miss the one pitch you might get in the at bat to do some damage, and he didn't. If he takes the first pitch breaking ball, this kid, Hand's got really good stuff. He could be running sinkers in on his hands, sweeping the breaking ball under or off the plate, and it would make a much more challenging at bat. And what he did is he didn't miss the one pitch he may have had the entire at bat to hit, and he hit it out of the ballpark. So big moments, a lot of big moments in the game, but the ones that stand out are the home runs, but the table setters are really the guys that put us in position to win that game.